and welcome to this video about greenwashing and socially responsible investments. I want to talk to you about a problem that many investors face when they want to make responsible investment choices, but struggle to tell the real deal from mere marketing tactics. As a wealth advisor specializing in responsible investing, I help guide people to make investment choices that align your money with your values, while remaining on track to meet your financial objectives. Over the past few years, the choices available to responsible investors have simply exploded, with so many mutual funds, ETFs, and investment companies now claiming labels such as ESG or sustainable or green. But are they? And do they align with your particular values? As complexity has increased, so too has the risk of disillusionment when investments just don't stack up to investor expectations about sustainability. And thus, a concern I hear from responsible investors more and more often is about greenwashing. First, let's define greenwashing. Greenwashing is a term used to describe the practice of making false or exaggerated claims about the environmental benefits of a company or a product. In the world of investing, greenwashing happens when companies advertise their investment products as environmentally friendly or socially responsible, with little or no factual basis to support such a claim. Some investment firms promote sustainability as a marketing gimmick without actually upholding sustainable practices in any meaningful way. So how do you identify greenwashing in your investments? I'm here to give you some tips that can help you figure out whether an investment is truly sustainable or just greenwashed, and how to determine if it might suit your particular values. First, begin by identifying the values you are looking for in your investments. Do you want to invest in companies that aim to limit climate change? Do you want to avoid companies that are harmful to the environment? Do you want to limit your own investment carbon footprint? Or do you want to use the power of your money to help push companies that are harming the environment or contributing to climate change, for example, in the direction of positive change? Or does it appeal to you to avoid the most environmentally harmful companies while pushing for positive change in others, with a goal of accelerating progress? Are you willing to invest for environmental impact at the expense of other social practices, such as unjust labor exploitation, or not? Sustainability, or being a responsible investor, means different things to different people. So start by defining what is important to you so you can ask the right questions. Then, check for concrete evidence that your chosen investment delivers what you are looking for in terms of values. Conduct thorough research into the investment firm and its holdings. Look for verifiable information that shows how and where the investments are being made. If a company provides marketing language filled with buzzwords like eco-friendly or sustainable, with no definable process or clear evidence, this could be a sign of greenwashing. If you are making direct stock investments, look for third-party certifications. A good way to avoid greenwashing is to invest in companies that have been independently certified by trustworthy third-party organizations like the Global Reporting Initiative or the Carbon Trust. These certifications can help validate a company's social responsibility, environmental sustainability, or ethical practices in general. And do some extra research to determine if the company is being transparent about their supply chains and social practices. Or do they avoid specific supply chain questions and just make broad claims not backed by evidence? If you are considering investing in a fund or an ETF, analyze the portfolio. Do the holdings in the portfolio make sense given your understanding of the objectives of the fund? And if on the surface they do not, try to understand why they might be in the portfolio. Is the manager of the fund claiming to engage the leadership of the companies they hold with a realistic hope of influencing change? Are they actively voting their proxies or submitting shareholder proposals? If there is no evidence of effective engagement and a holding does not seem to fit the investment objectives, then this could indicate greenwashing. Consider ESG or sustainability ratings with a critical eye. There are many different rating agencies that rate the level of environmental, social, or governance practices of a company, but there is no consistency of methodology among rating agencies. Not all ESG scores are arrived at in the same way, and they certainly should not be compared across different rating agencies. If relying on sustainability or ESG ratings, it is important to examine the methodology of the particular rating agency whose scores you are considering, and use this information as a starting point for further research. Sometimes, what investors identify as greenwashing is not that at all, although sometimes it is. Some concerns about greenwashing are simply the result of making assumptions based on an investment's name or label, rather than properly identifying the objectives or methodology of that particular investment. One thing is very clear. Relying on labels simply is not enough if you want to align your money and your values. It's important to know what you are trying to achieve with your investment choices, and to learn how to identify greenwashing as an investor by conducting thorough research, looking for third-party certifications, and analyzing the portfolios and methodologies of investments you are considering, or by asking your advisor to do this for you. You can make informed investment decisions that align with your values and invest in a manner that genuinely contributes to a sustainable future. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this information valuable and that it helps you better align your money with your life.